Hi students, this is chapter number 3, squares and square roots. Now this will be exercise 3.1 from your textbook, and you will be able to identify perfect squares, demonstrate an understanding of properties of perfect squares. Let's start exercise 3.1. So this is the page from your textbook from question number 1 to 7. Now, which of the following numbers are not perfect squares? Give reasons. 753. Let's take question number 1. A perfect square, please remember, can only end in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. 753, if you see this number, it's ending in 3. That means it is not a perfect square. Let's see next question, 841. So now in 841, we know it's a square of 29 into 29. That is 29 square is 841. So 841 is a perfect square. So when you are solving these questions, children, it is also a request that you write down all the squares from 1 to 30. That will help you to do the instant calculation, and that will save your time. 1285. Now let's understand this. Now please remember, a perfect square never ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8. So these are some of the points I'm giving it to you along with. So that means that will help you to understand in detail. So now 1285 ends in what? 5. But you need to remember that numbers ending in 5 must have 25 at the end to be perfect square. So in that case, 1285, it is ending in 85, so it is not a perfect square. Let's take next question, 325. Now here, if you see, a perfect square is ending in 5, but must end in 25. Now here, if you see, 325 is ending in 25. So if you want to check it, you can check also. 18 square is what? 324. 19 square is what? 361. So 325, that lies between 324 and 361. So 325 is not a perfect square. Let's see next number, 164. Now perfect squares, they never end in 2, 3, 7 or 8. So 164 ends in 4. So you need to check it here. Again, 12 square, 144. 13 square, 169. So now 164 lies between what? These two numbers. Which two numbers are we talking about? We're talking about 12 square and 13 square. It lies between these numbers. So 164 is not a perfect square. So you need to please remember all these points, jot it down. That will help you to solve these questions. Now, which of the following numbers are perfect square? Give reasons. 249. Now 249, you can check. Now 15 square is what? 225. 16 square is 256. Children, it's also a request that when you are solving these type of questions, all the square table, squares where you will be calculating from 1 to 30, you can keep it in front while you are solving it. So that will help you. Instant, you might find it somewhere down difficult or how to solve these type of questions, but I'm very sure when you will be continuously solving this, that will make difference. Now here, if we again see 249 lies between them, yes. So 249 is not a perfect square. Let's take 625. I think this is pretty easy. So it is 25 square is 625. So 625 is a perfect square. What about 921? Pause the video and try to solve it, and then you can refer. Again, 30 square is 900. 31 square is 961. Do 921 lies between this? Yes, it lies between them. So 921 is not a perfect square. Let's take next number, 1024. So now again you have to take your square table, the calculation one which you have calculated. So it is 32 square is what? 1024. So is it a perfect square? Yes, 1024 is a perfect square. What about 12,100? Yes, now if you have to calculate, children, is it a perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square. But how do we got it? It's easy. It's 121. So 121 is what? Basically, it's 11 into 11. That is 121, right? And then we have two zeros here. So we can take 110. So if we take 110, so that becomes 110 square. I'll just erase this so that you understand what I want to explain to you. Hope this is clear, okay? Let's go further. 54,900. Now here, if you see, 234 square is this, 235 square is this. So 549 is not equal to any square. You can even do one thing, leaving these two zeros aside, you can first understand 549. So you will come to know whether it is a perfect square or not. So 549 is not a perfect square. So perfect squares are, if you have seen all the previous questions and slides, so you will understand that 625, 1024, 12,100, they are the perfect squares. Next is question number 3. These are different type of questions. Let's try to understand this. Find the smallest number by which the given number must be multiplied to make it a perfect square. Let's see the number. It's 882. Now what you have to find here, you need to find the smallest number. Okay, let's understand with prime factorization. Now you have to find out the factors. Now 882, you have to do the prime factorization. Students, if you are finding it difficult how to do the prime factorization, request that you message on the comment box. You can even message it in detail that if you need help, I will definitely be making the video related to prime factorization and help you to explain step by step. So now here, if you see, when you do the prime factorization of these numbers and you have written it in index form, here you find that 2 has the odd power. Okay, so here we got it 3 to, okay, I'll just try to explain it again so that you understand. So here we have done what? We have done the prime factorization, right? Now here, power here, if you understand, that is 3 square and then we got 7 square, but here we don't have any power. That means 2 has what? Odd power. Now what you're going to do? Multiply by 2. Which number? 882 will be multiplied by 2. So you get 1764, which is 42 square. So your answer will be 2. So which number actually is required here? 2 must be multiplied to make it a perfect square. Let's understand the other one. So that will help you to go step by step. 432. Now again, what you have to do, children? You need to make the factors, that is by prime factorization. So what do you see here? We got 2 to the power 4 into 3 to the power 3. So again, can you see this? 3 has which power? Not the even. 3 has the odd power. So what you will be doing it? You need to multiply by 3. What you have to multiply? 432 into 3. So you get 1296, which is 36 square. So which number did you multiply it with the main one? That is 3. So your answer will be 3. Okay, so these are some of the steps you have to follow when you are solving these type of questions. Next is 1,331. Okay, 1331. So here if we see, we make the prime factorization. So we get 11 cube. That means 11 into 11 into 11. So here we have again odd number, that is the power which is odd, that is 3. So you need to multiply with what? By 11. So 1331 into 11. So this is the easy method where you understand how to multiply and which number need to be multiplied with the main number which is given. So 1331 into 11 will give you 14641, which is 121 square. So what is the answer here? 11. We have multiplied 11 with the number. 845. So here again what you have to do, children? Pause the video. Make the factors by prime factorization. So we have 5 into 13 square. So again, which number has the odd one, odd power? 5. So 5 has odd power. What are you going to do? You need to multiply by 5. Yes, so 845 into 5 will give you 4225, and which is 65 square. So which number we have multiplied? 5. So your answer will be 5. Next number is 3698. So again, make the prime factorization 3698. What is the odd power here? 2 has odd power. So multiply by 2. So you will get 3698 into 2, that is 7396, which is 86 square. And likewise, your answer will be 2. Again, I'm repeating it, children. If the prime factorization, you are finding it difficult, I'm definitely going to help you in that. 700. Now this is the easy number. Again, you have to do the prime factorization. And then which power it has? 7 has odd power. So multiply by 7. That is 700 into 7 gives you 4900. And we know 4900, that is 7 square is 49. So 70 square will be 4900. So what will be your answer, students? That is 7. Question number 4. Find the smallest number by which the given number must be divided. Now earlier it was multiplied. Now here what they are asking, by which the given number must be divided to make it a perfect square. So let's take 8112. What are we going to do here? We need to take the prime factorization. So again the same steps, children. There's only slight difference. First thing, prime factorization. 3 has the odd power. So now previous questions you were multiplying, now you have to divide by 3. So when you divide, you get 2704, which is 52 square. So what is the answer? 3. Why 3, you might question? Yes, because the 3 is the odd power, has odd power, and you have divided by 3. 3920. Again the prime factorization, which has odd power? 5. So 5 has odd power, you divide by 5. So you get 3920 divided by 5. That will give you 784, which is 28 square. So what will be our answer? 5. 3971. Again, the prime factorization here. Now here if you see, children, all the numbers have odd power. They are the prime numbers. So what are you going to do it? How are you going to solve when all the numbers have odd powers? You need to divide by 3971. That means all the numbers which you have multiplied, that is 3971, will be divided by 3971 and you will get 1. So what will be your answer? 3971. Okay, so please understand, if you're getting all the numbers which has odd powers, don't worry, you just have to divide by the same number. 10368. Again the prime factorization, you have 2 has odd power. So what you have going to do again, I hope this is clear now. 2 has the odd power, so you will be dividing by 2. So once you divide, you get 5184, which is 72 square. So what will be the answer? 2 is the answer. This is a big number. So you have 141148. Again, the prime factorization. Now 73 has odd power. So what is the next step? Divide by 73. So you will get 1936, which is 44 square, and your answer is 73. Again, children, just wanted to remind you that as far as the calculation is concerned, how to divide, how to multiply, how to use the prime factorization, try to work more on this. 1568. Again, the prime factorization, which has odd power? 2 has odd power. Odd power means 5. 5 is the odd number. So 2 has odd power. So you will divide by 2. So you will get 784, which is 28 square. So what is the answer? 2. Because you have used 2, number 2, by dividing to divide 1568. Okay, let's understand this. Using prime factorization, find numbers of perfect squares. Okay, now 415. So again, by the prime factorization, you get what? 5 into 83. So it is not a perfect square. 7396. Again, the prime factorization. Is it a perfect square? Yes, because you are getting 2 square and you are getting 43 square. Now, when you take the square root of it, or when you write the symbol square root, you get 83. 6 because it is what? It is a perfect square. So you take 1 is from 2 and 43. So you get 43 into 2. That is 6 and 4 into 2, 8. So 86 is our answer. 1944. Again the prime factorization. Is it a perfect square? No, because 1 has the different power. 1 is 2 cube, 1 is 3 to the power 5. So looking at this only you will come to know it is not a perfect square. 8649. Is it a perfect square? Yes, it is a perfect square. So what will be the answer? After prime factorization, children, you just have to take one number. So when you take one number, that is 3, 31, and then you take one number 3, 1, 3, and 3 into 3 is 9. So what is the answer? 93. 15625. So when you will do prime factorization, you will get 5 to the power 6, which is a perfect square. So when you get, now how you got 125, you might be wondering. Now here children, if you see 5 to the power 6, so basically to get the perfect square, that means 5 is repeated how many times? 6 times, right? So when you take the square root, you will get 125. So it's all depend, children. You need to be very good in prime factorization. 5292. Now pause the video, try to solve this. 2 square into 3 cube into 7 square. It is not a perfect square. Now again, think why it is not a perfect square. Because all the powers in this it is different. This is 2 square into 3 cube into 7 square. So it is not a perfect square. Question number 6. Find the greatest 3-digit number which is a perfect square. Read the question again, children. Greatest 3-digit number. Now, please remember, write it down. Largest 3-digit number will be what? 999. So now take the square. Let's understand this. So 31 square is what? 961. 32 square is what? 1024. So likewise, you have to take the squares which are near to this. Okay, it's 999. So we take 31 square, we take 32 square. Now, if you see here, 1024, children, it's a 4-digit number. So 32 square is too large, right? So the greatest 3-digit perfect square will be 961. Find the smallest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. The previous question, it was the largest. Now it is smallest 4-digit number, I'm sorry. So smallest 4-digit number, please write it down. This will be 1000. So again take 31 square, which is 961. 32 square is 1024. Now think for a while, which number will be our answer? So the smallest 4-digit perfect square will be what? 4-digit is 1024. So our answer will be 1024. So you need to be very good in writing the understanding how to find out the square. So these questions will not be difficult. Still, if you are finding it difficult, just don't worry, children. Everything will be explained again step by step in the next video. There are some easy tricks for students when you will be solving these type of questions. Now, please remember trick 1, ending digits trick. Squares can end only with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Please write this down. Never it ends with 2, 3, 7, 8. We're talking about the squares. Now, I know, square root panic, don't worry. Student, if you see root 64 looks scary, so you know what the math teacher says? Who multiplied himself to make 64? Yes, it is 8 into 8. That is 64. That was just on the lighter note to not to worry you. But yes, I'm very sure when you're solving all this will make a lot of difference. So what is the square root here of 64? That is 8. So thank you so much, children, for watching all this. I'm sure these questions are pretty clear to you. So this video was from exercise 3.1 from chapter 3. In the next video, we will be continuing with exercise 3.2 and solve more questions step by step. So yeah, like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Take care. God bless. See you soon.